P2G presents Black Girls in Web3 podcast, hosted by Wanda Suero, also known as Salty Coffee, Dazzle Daniels, also known as Dazzle D, and myself, El Ruby Thomas, known as Miss Ruby, Crypto Queen of Harlem, y'all. Tune in weekly as we strive to educate and elevate our community's financial literacy. We bring you professional and expert speakers, share insights from our personal wealth journeys, and introduce workshops and resources to empower you. Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com at P2G Networks TV for an hour of Black Girl Power, where we're shaping the future of finance in Web3. Peace and see you there.
Okay, all right, okay. How y'all doing out there? It is once again a beautiful Friday night with the most beautiful ladies in the spot. You here with P2G and Black Girls in Web3. I'm one of your hosts, Miss El Ruby Thomas, also known as Miss Ruby. But I got some bad chicks up in this house today. Today we got Miss Dazzle D in the house. Give them some loving, baby.
Listen.
I love it. That's what's up. And we got some BK Bruja loves. Come on, baby.
Here.
Okay. And we got a special guest today. Normally, she out here interviewing folks. But we got her in the house and we gonna work with her today. Because we got Miss T up in here. Go on, Miss T, give them some of your love, girl.
Peace and blessing, everyone. I am 66, Teresa Lorraine Scott, and I'm 66, and I'm looking like a 66-year-old today. But
okay.
Don't let me fool you.
I gotta get some headphones on because I want to hear y'all a little better.
Don't let this look fool you because I'm a firecracker.
Gotta get that sound on.
I'm definitely a firecracker. Yes. But I'm matching. See, I got black and orange on. Y'all like to match. Got that from my grandmother knew. She liked to have pink shoes, pink hat, pink dress, pink stockings.
There's something about that Brooklyn swag, though. You know how that goes.
No, I'm from Harlem. I was born in Harlem. I just have to live in Queens right now, but I'm Harlem all the way, 108th Street, Manhattan Avenue.
Okay, well, it's still New York swag. It's still
I know
New York
we got the New York swag,
so it still counts.
New York swag. They love to dress and match and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yes, we do. I'm ready. Y'all look so pretty today. Everybody got their little Daz with her red hat on. And Miss Bruja with her
Remember for the headscarf. Why nobody want to tell me I could have kept my scarf on my head? I came outside.
We are all covered up. That's true.
Right.
I know it's wrap up Wednesday. Is it wrap up Wednesday? No, today's Thursday. Next time, let me know when it's wrap up Wednesday on a Thursday.
It's our Friday. It's our Friday, baby. Don't worry about it. But baby, let me tell you a little something. We all snazzed up because we came prepared.
Thank you.
Shouldn't we be dressed up?
Yes, we should be.
Show some style.
We should have some champagne glasses.
Ooh, don't start
some wine or something, you know.
What I tell y'all about that drinking on scene?
Yeah.
That's after. Well, today we're gonna have we get a chance to kind of get to know. It's a kind of get to know you with our Black Girls in Web3. I'm trying to tell you, we out here, y'all. We've been busy, all of us. Y'all know we got projects.
Yes, I have.
But we're not too busy to be in each other's lives. And that's what I'm really excited about. So we get to present to you our sister from her own perception of herself. So we got some questions. You mind if we answer some questions, Mama? Okay. I'm excited. So I'm not going to go first this time because y'all always got me going first. Today, we have a special newbie to our family. We have the beautiful BK Bruja Labs.
Hey, BK.
And so, and you know I'm down with that because that's a sister from the city. That's what I'm talking about. We out here repping
Brooklyn
BK.
in the house.
That's what's up. Ah. So with that being said, I gotta let you know, we gonna let our girl, she gonna let her jump in and let you get a little taste of what she like. Let's go.
Well, no pressure. But thank you, welcome. So, as the BK Brewhar Laughs, I am the newest on the set, I'll say, and I would just say gratitude for just having me and just the overall platform you're building, the community that's building from this. And so, just being able to, one, bring that energy together. And as we know, divine feminine energy is becoming more powerful in these higher timelines. So why not commemorate and celebrate that, and also come together and build and strengthen those connections and networks that are building. So it's just an honor to have you, Miss Teresa, and just all that you've done in the community as a elder in our community. And I think that's such a thing that we are missing these days. So acknowledging and giving honor and flowers to our elders who are paving the way for us, but also still spicy, still young at heart, still kicking and still moving and still grooving, because you show us how to move through our journey as divine feminines. And so with that being said, Miss Teresa, tell us just where you're from, some of the things you do, and what do you do like for fun? I know you always out here doing things in the community, but what's something that gives Miss Teresa in her joy?
Well, I love music. I love to listen to music, all kind of music. If I'm in the mood for gospel music, if I'm in the mood for jazz, I actually like classical music. Like I used to go to a library. I used to work at a library, so I didn't know the words of what like they speak. I forgot what language they speak in, but I read the words on the audio, and I was like, oh shoot, they saying some powerful stuff. So I started listening to the classical music because of that. So the library got a lot of stuff in y'all missing out. The library, when y'all don't go to the library, you're missing out. It's not just books, it's CDs, it's magazines, it's people, it's everything. So I love all kind of music. The thing that I really love to entertain is like I like hanging out with people. Sometimes with my family, but sometimes I like hanging out with people that I haven't really been around with. Like I can't wait that I can hang out with y'all. Because I'm always with y'all video. Like on on these kind of platforms, but not actually in person. Like to hug y'all. Y'all hug me. We hang out. Have some little drinks. Some little gummies, different things like that. Whatever that we might plan on doing. So I like stuff like that. I like advocacy. I love advocating for people, and I'm actually creating a system to get paid for doing it. Some stuff I do pro bono, but now you're gonna have to pay me to do it now, because I've given and I've sold into the communities, and now it's time to, if you want my gifts and talents, then you have to consult with me, because I'm worthy of the honor. If we can't don't have the money, then you can we could barter, but it's got to be equal to what I'm giving you. That's for sure. I love a bottom system. My son told me that I love a bottom system. So I'm in the process of bartering some work right now for some people. So and I'm writing and I'm creating an NDA agreement too. Like we can't say you can't talk about my business. I can't talk about your business. So that's another thing I learned. Creating contracts is important. Make sure you got a contract. Yeah.
So, Ms. Teresa, I'm just going to ask a follow-up question to that, because you talked about entrepreneurship and business and advocacy. Just in your journey, how do you feel the transition from just over time, being maybe working a job and then now moving into transitioning into this entrepreneurial or navigating this? Has this been something you always done? Is this something that you had to make a shift from? What was that like for you? What was that career journey for you?
Well, I used to like do babysitting and stuff like that when I was younger. I did like I was a domestic worker. I took care of people's houses. I took care of people. Like I did a living one time, and I had to do everything for her. She was like totally bedridden. She was my best friend's mother, and she gave me hell that day. Let me tell you one thing: your daughter paid me, and you gonna get your behind clean. She was like, "Who you talking?" I said, "You." I trim yourself over here so I can clean you up. And when her daughter came, she was like, "Girl, you got my mother. You got yeah, because that's right." Like I believe, like my mother trained me that if I hire you, if somebody hires me, then you do the best work. You don't have behind do work. That's different between now. Some people, they don't care what they do. I've always had that stand up. I got to give the best work possible. So I work for a lot of people. I work for Jewish people. I work I worked for a Jewish agency. I worked for Sears one time. I got fired from Sears because I worked for Sears doing very well, and because I was like when you get hired, when new companies come, they have affirmative action where they got to hire a certain amount of people. So what they did was that they hired all these black people, right? And all of a sudden, like they just started firing people. So I was like, why the hell they firing people? So I've always been like on like the advocacy, but I didn't really know, I didn't really tap in until I got older. But I've always been about, black folks' rights majority of my life, because that's my mother worked with the Black Panthers. And so she worked with a program at Columbia College called SEEP, so it was very much black. So she was very much pro. And so like I be trying to watch like My Dream, and she's like, why you got that white stuff on my on my teeth? I'll tell you about that. But I just love Jeannie, because Jeannie could just blink her eyes and she be someplace else. So I just want to be like Jeannie. Like I want to be Wheat Witch and Jeannie. I would click my eyes and go someplace and be there and come back home. So I've always like, my mind always been far. Like I always was. So I worked a lot of different jobs. So it was cool. But then I realized is that I didn't like, I always wanted to do different things at the job, and they didn't respect my ideas. So I was like, girl, you gotta create something for your own, because they don't get you. And like I knew the things that was right, because Spirit was guiding me, but I did not know that Spirit was guiding me at that such an early age, because I hadn't really tapped into myself.
Right.
But now that I'm tapped in, oh baby, you better watch out now. No telling what I might say to you. So and I do give people grace, because I was in a meeting last night, and the guy was talking much smack when I was like, Teresa, and I wanted to hang up. Normally, see, that's why I can say that I've grown. Like that's one thing too, that I've grown from how I was before, because I would just tell you off right away. Like I've told my boss, like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Don't talk to me like that. But I didn't know I could lose my job when I said that. But now, I give people grace, and I say, so I was giving him grace to the meeting. But he was talking so smack, and I was tired in. I was like, you know what? I'm tired. You have a good night. Goodbye. And I left. And you know why I could do that? Because I know who I am now. And when you know who you are, you don't have to take stuff from people. I don't care what you're giving me. I don't have to kiss your behind to be in your presence, because I'm the royal priesthood. And so that's how I'm learning. I'm learning that daily. It's not like I got it. It's a daily process. It's like going from, and then I'm a person who have dealing with physical disabilities, but my body might be fighting, but my mind is good. So it's great actually. So I don't allow like what people say to me anymore, because before I didn't really know who I was, and I was very afraid. I was scared, and I definitely didn't believe in myself. I met Daz like maybe like almost 5 years ago, and she was trying to expose something, and I was petrified. I was like, oh hell no, I can't do that. But I did study what she's over, and so now when I go in places, I see Daz in those places. I see Daz and all the knowledge that she gives me. I see Daz. I was like, that's what Daz was talking about then. But I was scared. And if there's one thing that I can say today is that don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to open up your mind and to try new things. How you know what's going to happen unless you try it? You don't know your capabilities until you walk into a place and see what you can do. But you will never know until you try it. Try it. Try something new. Wear something new. Change your hair color. I'm going to put me some green hair in my hair, some green pieces in my hair, y'all. Yes, I am. I need some green hair to go with my natural hair. Yes, I do.
Girl,
I love green hair.
Go green. Go ahead and go green.
I am. Not a whole bunch, but a little few pieces to show my little wildness. Because listen,
we're going to make you an avatar.
What'd you say, baby?
We're going to make you an avatar.
Yes, please do. Yeah.
I got you, sis. That's right.
Yes.
Green hair, you say it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that because oh gosh, Miss T, you are phenomenal, and I love it. Since you came into my life, I am not gonna lie, I didn't know there was people like you, baby girl. I met Miss T. I've spent a little time with Miss T in the streets.
Yep.
Okay, and she ain't no joke. That's if you think she mama on here, y'all walk down the street and you be like, damn, people. They're like, no, I don't know them. They look like they need a good morning.
That's the truth.
And she said hi to everybody.
I do.
Everybody. I said, she makes me remember that because I kind of got New York about things over time. And I used to say hi and smile and everything, but then I kind of caught on with everybody else's attitude. I'm like, headphones in, and we just walking. And the funny thing is, it was you that helped open me up in our neighborhood. That's who you've been. My question, because she also is a bruiser. That one's a bruiser and a brawler right there. She don't play. She will put you in your place with love. And that's the one thing I absolutely love about you. So I'm gonna pass this last question though to Daz. This next question to Daz. Next question is on Dazzle, but I just want you to know that that's you. You are a heart to be spread all over the place, and thank you. You really are. Miss
What you got,
Dazzle.
Dash? Your face got a smile on it like I'm ready for you, Dash.
So my question would be for the people listening: what is one advice that you would give them as far as self love? Because I definitely think that is like the biggest I can say example to me that you are is love, like self love and loving on others. Like when you step in the room, the whole energy just shifts and the love coming in. So what advice would you have for people listening about?
Now, why you gotta make me cry, Dash? Well, when I grew up rough, and I didn't have the love that I thought I need. But what I realized is that the people that that I was birthed with was the right people for me, but they just didn't understand who I was, and I didn't understand who they were. And that's a place of healing for me, because I might have said something else before, but because I've grown and I'm looking at life and everything, is that they our parents or whoever we being reared by can only give us the best that they can give us. Even with my son, my son transferred like almost a year and a couple months. And after he passed, I was like, did I love him right? Was I a good mother? But what I realized is that I did the best that I knew how to do, and what was presented to me. And so the first thing about self love is that you gotta first love yourself. We be so busy. I've been so busy trying to love everybody else but me, because I didn't value myself. And so I would tell anyone, love yourself. Love on yourself. Like, tell yourself, girl, whatever, whoever, however you're, like, tell your name, like Teresa Lorraine Scott. You are one of the most beautiful creatures that I've ever seen in my life. Woo, baby, 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 baby. And mean that from the bottom of your heart. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are a gift to the world. Know that there's no one else that could do the things that you are assigned to do but you. And if you don't do it, somebody else is going to miss out on some things because you didn't show up. A part of me, I started to tell Miss Ruby, I'm not coming on today. Forgot that I was a guest. But the Spirit said, nope, get on that call. Get on that call. And so show up for yourself. Show up for you. And then the reason why I speak to people, because I just love people. And I never know if I smile for them or I just say, hey, you look beautiful. Hey, like, tell brothers, hey, brother, you look real fine there, brother. You look real mighty juicy right now. And it's like, I just like to see people just, the way they smile. It was like, I was speaking to a man one time and I was like, hey, how you doing? How was your day? I was like, sir, and he was looking at me all like I was crazy. I said, sir, what did I do? He said, miss, I'm not used to people speaking to me. I said, well, next time you see me, I need you to get used to it, because that's what I do. I love on people because I want to be loved. And so I give back. I give the people what I want to give, what I want given back to me. And sometimes it might not come back from the people that you give it to. It can come back from a total stranger. Total stranger that could come and show you love. And I've experienced it many times. I've experienced with kids and kids just coming up to me and like, hi. I'm like, hey, boo. You see the grandma with me? They just be laughing because whoever you are, if you're a grandmother, like whatever spirit you operate, grandmother, mom, whatever, they know that. And people are drawn to you. Like a lady told me the other day, she said, I did a moon ritual the other day. And she said to me, she said, you a lighthouse. I was like, girl, I'm tired of that sometime. You know what she said to me? I did. Because when you're a lighthouse, you got to have your light on all the time. Sometimes I want to dim my light. And so she said to me, she said, She said, because when you walk into a place, you light the place. I said, I know, but sometimes I be tired. Sometimes I feel like I want someone to give it back to me. And she said, because you're looking for the people that you give it to give it back to you. She said, and sometimes it's a total stranger. And so I said, that's what I said. I said, God, Spirit, please forgive me for denying who I am. Help me to operate in this place like the lighthouse that you have. And sometimes I felt like, why me? But why not me? Why not you? Why not you share your love? And you know what? And it's like all that anger and all that hate and all that, it makes you sick, very sick. Sick in your mind, sick in your spirit, sick in your heart. It makes you sick. If you want to get well, forgive. If you like, a lady said to me, like I've been getting some messages the last 3 days, like, oh my God. I've been like, okay, God, I got the message. And I guess today is why I got the message, because the lady said to me, she said, I was speaking to a friend of mine, she said, when you can wash the feet of your enemy, then that means you have healed. That was like a big hit in my chest, like wash the feet of my enemy. Just to think about you think about that. The humility it takes for you to bend down and wash somebody's feet. But maybe it's a spiritual thing. It's like, that means that if you want to, like, because you never know, like, why your enemy is coming after you. They could be coming at you because they need you, not because they're against you. They could be coming at you because they need your light, but because we're not understanding who we are and how we could shift people around. So when she said that, I was like, daggone. I got some people in my life, y'all, that gets on my nerves. So she said, and I have to wash their feet. It doesn't, and I might have to wash their feet. I don't like to wash people's feet, but that doesn't, it means that spiritually I have to shift how I see people. And so we got to do it. It's like, because the lesson is more for you than it is for them. It's a place of growth for you. It's a place of healing for you. It's not about them. It's about you. It's so you can move. And then once we could do that, then it releases. It's like we're going to have like an abundance of things flowing to us. And I believe that with all my heart. I believe that I got these messages so I could speak today. I really did forget I was always speaking today, honestly. I'm not going to front, because I would have had makeup on, but listen, I'm still beautiful, makeup and no makeup.
I'm about to say, you came beautiful in your raw.
Yeah, in my raw. Like, that's what I'm just saying. Like, and like trying to be somebody else. It's like, don't try to fit in nobody else's shoes. That's not self-love.
That's right.
Listen to your voice, to the voice of yourself. Like Spirit said to me, you have too many voices in your head. I was like, what? Yeah, you got too many voices in your head. Too many voices, like, because you don't even know your voice anymore. Can you imagine that we can hear so many people's voice, but you should do that you miss your own voice.
Right.
So that's part of my self-learning journey, finding my voice back, getting my voice back. Because so many times I was silent and I didn't say nothing. I just took it. Not anymore. And sometimes silence is better. Sometimes you just got to pray for people. Send them love. Show them love, And I'm not saying it's easy to do that. It's not. No, it's not. It's challenging some days, but you know what? I'm determined. I'm determined to do better than what I've been doing. Because I don't want to keep on going through the same things that I've been going through. Like, so how do I grow? If I'm dealing with the same issues year after year, that's me. That's not nobody else.
And I'm like, Deb, you just, did you read the question? I'm just asking. That's okay, because first of all, this goes right into the question. I'm like, this is perfect.
That is spirit. I'm just tapping into spirit. Ain't got nothing to do with, no, I ain't even know what
you're I was going to ask you, and this is crazy, because I was going to go in and be like, last year, I know last year had to be a complete epiphany for you. I watched you last year. We just got to know each other over the last year. That's why I spent some time with you, and so apparently Dad's been talking to me about meeting you. She been talking to you about meeting me, and it was like And to the point in which I met you, and it was like, well, I felt kind of like it felt when I met Daz. Like we've always known each other.
Yeah.
Somehow we have been leading each other. We've been finding each other's path. When she came with the Winners Tribe, I was like, thank you. Exactly. That's the word I needed. I
Mhm.
needed to find my tribe, and my tribe is finally finding me.
Yeah.
I needed this amazing energy and connection. Dazzle is everything I am not in areas that I used to envy. And now I feel like God gave that to me. I don't
Yeah.
have to be more because He gave me that.
That's
And
right.
then I met you, and I was like, oh, I'm just like blowing up. Then we got the BK Bruja, where I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't take it, Lord, what you trying to do to me.
Nah,
I
he
feel like
just,
I'm being made into a
yeah.
superwoman here,
You know,
y'all.
because what happened is that the only way we're gonna grow is that we need a tribe. It was like I was just in a class. They were saying what is participatory. Oh man, I gotta get the word. But it's like, yeah, like what's the difference between them two? And it was like either you like I grow better with a group. I do better with a group. Like
I
I
think
function better. It's like
you.
I've got more things.
Even
I
on
got
our
more
own,
things
but
accomplished being part
yes.
of a tribe. But you
Oh,
gotta make sure that you with the right tribe, okay? Because it's like, and you don't have to compete with another.
that's
Like
right.
Daz has her gift, I have my gifts. Miss Ruby, Miss Brooke, everybody has their gifts, so you
And
don't
we're
have to compete
all
with
working
another.
them
You just
together for
glean into
each
each
other.
other. It's like there might be days where I might lean, like even though we not touch each other, but I might be able to lean my head on one of y'all shoulders and like say
Right.
I'm having a crazy day. You go like, girl, you have a bad day, okay? But like today, I was like, I was gonna tell Ruby, I'm not lying. I was gonna
Yes.
tell Miss Ruby, I'm not coming today, and Spirit said, yes, you are. I was like,
I'm so sorry.
okay.
She said she was gonna tell me, but she wasn't getting away with that.
No, but I'm
She
just
wasn't.
saying that was my
I'm just
plan.
letting you know. She could have said it.
No, I'm just saying, but that was
That's
my
not what's
plan to
gonna
say
happen.
that. And then the Spirit said to me, no, you're not. You're getting on. I forgot it was my day, but
No, don't
it's
worry
because
about it. That was God
when
sending you the message.
right when you are in divine when you are operating in divine timing, you can't miss
That's
what you're
right.
supposed to have.
That's right.
Even when you got a plan to say I don't want it, it's your
Mhm.
time. And that's what I said. That's what I said. I don't want to miss what I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be sabotaging my life anymore. And so I need you to help me. And that's what happened. It was like that was my prayer. Please,
Yeah.
please move me out the way so I can do what you have me to do with the
Come on.
people that I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah.
Send me my divine. The lady told me, send me my divine destiny people that are supposed to be in my life. And that's what y'all are. Don't take who you are in my life and who I am in your life. That is just no. This is a big thing, y'all. This is
Yes,
bigger than
it
what we can even imagine.
That's right.
And sometimes you have to rush yourself as the mother group. You have to rush yourself and take it easy, okay?
Thank you.
Because what I learned too is that money's going to come, but we can't let the money be the God. It was like money will flow like money's supposed to be like a river flowing. So we
Come on.
Woo, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, man.
Look, woman, I gotta ask a question.
And I
Yes,
just love
yes,
the
yes,
fact
yes.
that the
Before the end of the
conversation,
show.
just to say that this conversation is beginning.
What you
You
said,
muted?
Bruja? We couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Yeah, you muted, baby. Go ahead and unmute.
Oh, I said I love how this conversation that you wasn't gonna come on to just became what the
I
conversation was
know,
having. But
right?
I'm just
I know. She wasn't even gonna be here.
Yeah.
Well, baby girl, I have a question because
Yes.
for me, I've watched you grow. I've grown because of you. We've grown side by side. And I'm just like, wow, you are, and the way that, as a contribution to your growth, I feel like God actually, like my God given gift it was seen in you.
Mm,
You let me see that I needed to keep going.
mm,
And with that, I'm going to ask you next
yes.
step, baby girl. Well, all you got this last year, because it was way more than our program. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I watched your moves that you were making outside happen from stuff that had nothing to do with what we did. And this woman finished her book. Okay.
I'm finalizing now. We're finalizing it right now.
She started her program. She got live classes. of her own.
Yay.
And she finished 8-week sessions of this program of
Yay.
FL, digital financial literacy. I'm like, she goes, and I can love it. She on the morning show in the morning talk about Miss Ruby said, I hear her voice. I said, no, that's your voice. And that's the voice I keep coming back to me. We be back and forth in here like this. I want to know with all of that, what are we looking for 2025? I'm excited, y'all. I'm about to talk to me, sis. What you want to do?
Well, for 2025 is that I want to travel. I've been afraid to travel for a long time, and I've allowed, the physical disabilities to stop me. But that's not gonna be here long because I'm working on doing what I gotta do to get my body healed. Like today, I was in a group today, and they was talking about Louise Hayes, and it was saying that I asked him a question. I was like, he was asking questions about, he was talking about Louise Hayes. She has a book to how you can heal your soul, heal yourself, something like that. And so I said to him, I was like, well, what is like, what's the cause of inflammation, like swollen inflammation? He said fear. I was like, what? Fear? Like, this man in my business so bad. Fear. Can you imagine that the fear that I have embraced is hindering my life? And I knew what that man was talking about was true. And I was like, damn, he's in my business bad this morning. Fear has held me hostage. And I've embraced it. I was like, yes, come on, baby. Come on, boo thing. Be my boo. But I'm saying, get the F out of here. Okay, goodbye. See you later. I'm giving you an eviction notice. I'm gonna write a note. I'm gonna write a note and burn it and put it in the garbage can. That's how deep it's got to be, because I have lived by fear. Everything about me has been, I've been afraid to be who I am, afraid to be myself, afraid to speak my voice, afraid. So the one thing that's got to go, that's going to change, is the fear factor. I have done some things, like when my son transitioned, Spirit, it was so turmoil. Spirit said to me, don't have a funeral. And when I tell you, that was a hard thing to do, but I had to listen, because where my mindset was at, it wasn't safe for me to do a funeral, to be honest with you. And so I had to leave all the thoughts, the fears of what everybody was thinking, and do that. It was the greatest decision I ever made. So I'm saying goodbye to fear. That's the first thing that I've been doing.
And I was just going to say, to your point about the fact that you said he told you the inflammation was fear, and immediately you were like, oh, that resonates. That makes sense. That is what dis-ease in the body is. It's only energy and emotions we don't process. And then as soon as a doctor can somatically connect that dis-ease to what the emotion or the energy that we're not processing, your body will give you the ding. This is what it's been the whole time. Like, you feel it resonate, and it's like, we've been trying to tell you this the whole time. We've been giving you this, stopping you in your tracks, making this happen so that you can understand you're holding yourself hostage. So much gratitude to you, Teresa, for even just doing that work, Miss Teresa. And just like you said, not allowing the fear to hold you back at any stage in this life. You got life in your car, your vessel got mileage left. Live this life to your best ability.
That's right.
And so I think that's the best thing to do for 2025. And I wish you so much with this travel, because I might have to meet you someplace. Where we going?
Oh, we going to Miss T. I was gonna tell you. And Miss Dazzle, I know you gonna open that mic and share with us your first event, and I'm inviting you, and we will make it our business to make sure you get there. Will be the Juneteenth event in Denver, which is huge. While we know that we are not yet ready for the 420 event in April, we will make sure that you arrive at Juneteenth with us to participate and create an amazing event. That is our gift unto you. And we ask that you please don't invite fear because we ain't gonna let you. This gonna
And
be
let me tell you something about this June, because I was invited to Bermuda around the same time, so we got to work this out.
oh, she may be going to both.
That's what I'm
She
saying. We got
might
to work
be
this
from
out.
Denver to Bermuda
I
or
was
vice
invited to
versa.
Bermuda. I was invited to come to Bermuda around the
Oh,
same time. But let me tell you something. There's nothing that I can't do.
that's right.
And the other thing too was that, like, speaking life over myself on a
Mm,
daily basis, writing it down,
mm-hmm,
rehearsing it,
mm,
like say it to yourself until you feel it. Because
mm.
when I was doing that on a daily basis, I felt the shift. So I got to get back to that, like writing down what I want. Like when we did the new moon ritual, she said to write down what you want. So I got to do that today. When I get the phone, when I get up this call with you, I'm going to write it down, because writing it down and looking at it on a daily basis, it makes it manifests. Put it on your wall, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your bathroom, wherever you go. Put it down and expect it to happen. Like, don't write nothing down that you don't want to happen. Now, I'm telling you right now. Be careful in what you write down, okay? That's another thing too, that you gotta watch what you say at your mouth. Your mouth is powerful. I'm watching my mouth. That's another thing I'm doing. I'm watching my mouth for 2025. Because you can speak stuff to people and hurt people with your mouth and don't even know it. And then the bad thing about it is that you gonna get, like, you think you're doing good, but it's gonna come back to you. Like when
That's right.
you point one finger, you point one finger, you got five pointing back at you. So you gotta watch what you do.
There you
Five.
go.
So it's like, that's the one thing. It's like, and just and give.
Mm-hmm,
Be
mm-hmm.
given to people, because, and give with love, not expecting something back, but just give because I want to.
That's
Even
right.
if it's given, like, even if it's just giving someone the time, like today, I took time to call two people today, and Spirit said, call this one, call that one. They was like, thank you for calling, and listen, like, listen better, listen. That's what you listen better, listen, because you might think all these plans are, but when you leave fear, when you listen, when you
Mm,
give, when you love, everything's got to come.
that's right. That's right.
Everything just comes to you, because it's like, if you've done the things that people need, it's gonna come to you. I've had more things come to me in the last in the last year and a half, that it'd be like, what in the world, like, because it's my time. And when it's your time, there's nothing that you can't even stop. You can't even stop what's supposed to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bruhar, you saying something?
No, I was, honey.
I was just gonna say,
I
to first
I'm
of all,
taking
I'm
it.
just, these impromptu, I wasn't gonna come, just keeps coming up in my mind, and I keep hearing them say, but she said she wasn't gonna come, and now it's just like, that was, like you said, you never miss your time. That divine
That's
timing
right.
always works, and even when you hear it, right, we have free will. We can choose to say, I'm not gonna show up, right? But
So,
you
right.
showed up, and how many people you've connected with just by showing up and being you, showing up in your
Mm-hmm.
transparency. So I think this has been like just the energy of being women, not just in web, but women in general, how important it
Right.
is to love self, because you can't pour from a cup to anyone else. And it starts
Mm-mm.
with self to help the
No,
world, right? So,
that's
yes.
true.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. She said self to help the world. That's what I'm talking about.
No, because if you don't take care of yourself first, like honor yourself first,
Come on now.
how can you honor yourself? If you don't love yourself first, how you gonna love somebody else?
And we don't
And
have
we
the capacity. We don't
right, and
have the
we
capacity.
right, and
Yeah.
we've been trained to love everybody else but ourselves first,
And that's,
especially as
oh,
mothers, especially as mothers.
put yourself, you put yourself behind everything and all. I
Yes.
just was talking to my husband about that. I said, it's interesting when we listen to the story of people who have never. I'm gonna be honest. I lived in the projects since I was a kid. I have never really lived in the projects. I was never a ghetto kid. I I just couldn't. I don't know what some people are dealing with. To borrow from Peter to pay Paul was on a different level for me. It was a total different level. I didn't have like a deal with the guy at the supermarket with, and come back in a week and pay you the money back. I was taught to pay my bills. I was taught to, my mom said, rent first. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got food in the house. Stack up, stock up. We stocked up. We didn't shop every week. We didn't shop every day. We shopped every month. She had very little and did a lot with. But not only that, I didn't know that most kids in my neighborhood were either starving. I didn't know where the school breakfast meals program came from. I didn't know, because my father worked for a meat man. So big old groceries. I had steaks and stuff while everybody eating chicken. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, big Christmases, because my parents, they started early. You know what I'm saying? While you have kids who don't know their dad, they didn't see their dad, let alone had a peaceful life at home. While we had our problems, poverty never occurred to me until later on in life. And then I hate to say it, but I was in a hell no, that's not happening moment. As soon as it came into my space, it was like, oh no, this is the financial system they expect us to grow on. This is why my neighborhood looks like this.
And ditto to what you said, Miss Ruby, is that my parents took care of the kids in the community. They were the community moms and dads and all that. They fed. Only thing we couldn't do was don't let them eat my father's chicken breast. And one day they ate my father's chicken breast, and I was like, your ass is going down, okay? You're not going home. You're going to stay here and have to deal with my mother because you ate my father's chicken breast. And I told you don't eat no damn chicken breast. And I made them, and I locked them in the house.
She's like,
I was like, you're going down today. You're not leaving. Because my mother told us don't eat the chicken breast. You can eat everything, leave my father food. Do not touch that chicken breast. Wow. I forgot what they ate chicken breast. I was like, your ass stay right here with us. You ain't going nowhere. They was like, I'm leaving. I said, no, you're not, because you're going to talk to my mother about why you eat the chicken breast.
Exactly.
My mother was like, my mother told the parents, if they come in my house, they my kids. I'm whip they behind like they whip mine. Yes. So it's like, like all these kids, all this stuff in your face. We ain't did that. I wouldn't talk behind her back. But all that back talking stuff, nah. Even if I was mom, she was like, you said something. I was like, mom them down. So yeah, so it's like that. That's what I want to do is like gather, like gather the. That's the other thing I want to do is gather the elders back, because the respect of the elders, because that's what's missing. We don't respect our elders, and some elders is out of order, totally out of order.
Yeah.
But there are ones that are not out of order, and so I want to gather those. I want to show them that you don't have, just because you're 60 or you're 70, 80, you don't have, like, one of the things in my book, I'm really talking about sex.
I love it. Yep.
That's one of my subjects in my book, is talking about sex, because just because you're 60 or 70, you need to have some sex, okay?
And that's only time. That's all I'm just saying.
What'd you say?
You
What
need
you
to have sex.
They said, I said, little do they know, women's peak increases as you get older. So that's the time to be having the best time of your life. But that'll be another day for another conversation.
I'd be like, girl, calm down. You gotta calm down, right? Because I got nobody to be with right now. I actually named her. I named mine. It's called Sunshine.
I don't need to know this.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I understand. But for tonight, I think we have had.
I went to a class that was talking about your womanhood, and they said name your body parts, and I named mine Sunshine.
Well, we didn't necessarily.
It's okay, but I'm 66 and I can do that.
It is true. It is true.
Because you know why? Because we have embraced our womb and our vagina like it's a problem. We don't embrace it like it's a beautiful gift. It's like when your womb, during your time when you are in your cycle, that's the most creative time. I didn't know that. You are the most creative during those times. Your womb has the ability. You have two brains here, but your womb is the main brain.
I just learned that too. I did.
Right. So
thank you.
Why not name it? Why not name it something that matches with my creation, Sunshine?
Oh, I like that idea. This whole conversation done went a whole nother direction. Slow down.
I'm just.
We only got a few minutes. Don't start.
I'm just being Teresa Lorraine Scott, 66
That's right.
and flying high. That's all.
I know. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a night full. And that's just it. See, that is just the element that is Teresa, Miss Teresa Lorraine Scott. And Miss T brings that. And we can't wait because we're gonna come on back and see you in literally 1 week. And you are going to just blow up again because Miss T's gonna be here. And you know somebody else gets interviewed. We're not gonna say who.
But excuse me for a moment, Miss Daz, you have something to say. Spirit said you got something to say. I
Yes,
gotta hear what you got to
I
say,
was
Daz.
going to open up the door because Miss
Yes.
Dad got to share what else
Yes.
is happening in this amazing organization over the next few. So she got the floor anyway. Go ahead, baby. Tell them what's down, what's going down.
So we have the 420 experience coming up, which is a 4-day weekend that is your chance to infuse entrepreneurship and 420 culture. We have 4 days of classes as well as a lot of community in. Is that word? That's the word today. Community at the in the evening time, and then we have our NFT music showcase as well as our fashion show that'll be happening then, as well as we have our Juneteenth experience coming up, both here in Colorado. So if you want to hang out and actually hang out with the tribe and actually network, you have 2 opportunities that are coming up soon.
I love it. Yay!
All right. Told you got a lot of activity and some travel to go with it. And now I'm hearing some people going international. Y'all better let us know what's going down. I'm
That's
not
right.
kidding. Put it on the schedule. Put it on the calendar.
I
And
just
with
spoke to a
that,
lady in Costa Rica. She said she can ready to go back to Costa Rica. So
that's
she
what I
can't
was
wait.
gonna say.
She
How
just
is
can't
our
wait to us. Wait till she get back there so we can start
by
doing some
all
stuff with her.
means? So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a great retreat with amazing services as well as
Yes.
some of our healers. And I'm hoping our BK Blue Hot plans to come with us.
Oh, there's quite a few things coming up. I'm not gonna say everything, but it's definitely gonna be some international, national, down the block, up the street kind of stuff going on. So be prepared. Stay
Okay.
tuned.
That's
And
what
get
I'm
your
talking.
passports.
Yes, get your
Passport
passport.
ready.
Look, I know everybody's talking about that real ID enhanced. That's great, but you can't go everywhere with that. So get yourself together, okay? Get it together, get a whole real passport. Come see us on Sunday when we talk about the status correction so you get the right passport. And
Yeah.
make sure your tail can be where you want to go. Now, with that, I've got to give y'all some love. We got to let you get on your way. But I'm gonna pop up a little something special for the Denver event because we got to let you know. Okay, just letting you know this is going down. Child, this has been amazing. Friday night is on fire.
Yep. It's Friday. Yep.
Friday. I
Friday.
like
Friday.
it. Hey,
We popping in here, y'all.
I'm sorry, in 2025. That's right,
right.
2025. Kudos to Mr. Cornell Green, one of our biggest fans. I love it. I love it. Let's get it popping, guys. What are we doing? We're gonna give them some love and let them know, let them go, do what they gotta do so they can be with us in that next time. Go ahead, guys. I'm your girl, LBT, saying love you. Go ahead, Miss Ladies. Dazzle.
Blessings and profits forever being your favorite.
That's right.
And here is the BK Bruja last. See you next time. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessing, family. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. And I sure love my girls.
Absolutely.